Millions of people have walked through Graceland. They've seen the living room, the dining room, the jungle room, and many of the spaces where Elvis lived his life. But there is one part of Graceland that most visitors have never stepped into: the upstairs. When you visit Graceland, you can walk through much of the mansion, but the staircase leading upstairs marks a boundary. The second floor was Elvis' private space. His bedroom was there, along with other rooms that weren't part of the normal public tour. After Elvis died on August 16, 1977, the upstairs wasn't simply turned into another tourist attraction. It remained private. Over the years, stories have circulated about how much of the upstairs was preserved. Fans have heard stories about everyday things supposedly remaining where they were. Things that make you imagine Elvis just walking back into the room. One of those stories involves a record reportedly still sitting on a turntable. Another tells of a simple styrofoam cup being left behind. It's important to separate documented history from stories that have grown around Graceland over the years. Not every detail fans repeat has been independently confirmed. But the idea of those ordinary objects remaining behind is powerful because Elvis wasn't just a performer, he lived here. Imagine Graceland before it became one of the most famous homes in America. Upstairs wasn't a museum, it was Elvis' private retreat. This was where he could get away from the crowds, the cameras, and the enormous demands that came with being Elvis Presley. That's what makes the upstairs so different from the rest of the mansion. Downstairs, millions of fans can walk through the rooms. Upstairs, the story becomes much more personal. And there's another reason the upstairs fascinates people. It represents a boundary. Graceland allows fans to come incredibly close to Elvis' world, but there is still a part of that world that remains private. Instead of opening every room and putting everything on display, the upstairs has remained off-limits to the public. For Elvis fans, that mystery has lasted for nearly 5 decades. So when you visit Graceland, remember this: what you see on the tour isn't the entire story. Above those famous rooms is a private part of the mansion that has remained behind closed doors. And maybe that's what makes Graceland so special. Because downstairs, you're visiting a museum. But upstairs, you're looking toward the last private world Elvis Presley knew as home. This is Hidden Graceland from the Elvis Vault, and this is only the beginning. Please like and subscribe for more Hidden Graceland stories and Elvis history.